The routine never changes. Candles lit, candles blown out, cake eaten. I grin while everyone sings. I hang out with friends, have a couple drinks, then head home. And every year, exactly at 3:27, I bolt upright in bed and brace myself for the inevitable snapping of my bones. It's horrifying to watch. My limbs twisting, cracking, reshaping, and the metallic stench of blood and marrow doesn't help. Worst of all is the noise. Bones grinding and popping, skin stretching in high-pitched whines, the slick thud of tissue rearranging itself. 27 years hasn't made it any easier. I flinch at carbonated cans and rubber bands for days afterward. The whole ordeal is humiliating, awkward, and feels like the ugliest parts of puberty compressed into 10 minutes, minus most of the acne. It also ruins any chance of birthday sex. I try not to resent that too much. My mom insists it's just a family thing. She says her cousin in Fresno goes through the same kind of metamorphosis, except hers happens with every menstrual cycle. So technically I'm a lucky one. Nobody knows what causes it. I've heard theories ranging from genetic anomalies to werewolf curses. But regardless of the explanation, the result is the same. Every year at the exact minute I was born, my body collapses, contorts, and reforms, and by morning I'm staring at a completely different stranger in the mirror. When I was little, my mom tried to cheer me up by saying I was like a butterfly. By the time I turned 13, she stopped trying. This year marks my 27th birthday and my 27th face. I don't even bother trying to sleep anymore. I lie awake scrolling, counting down the last minutes. The transformation isn't painful. Emotionally traumatic, sure, but not painful. I've learned to prepare. Plastic sheet over the mattress, everything ready. When it begins, it's abrupt. A faint ache in my bones, a fleeting signal before the wave crashes. I breathe through it, try to stay relaxed. My ribs sink inward. My fingers fold backward. My teeth shift in my gums, and my vision swims. When the reshaping finally stabilizes, I wiggle my toes as a test. Everything seems aligned this time. Maybe age really is making it easier. It even feels like I might have gained a couple inches. I swing my legs off the bed and shuffle to the bathroom. Last year's face was soft, gentle, someone you'd confess secrets to. This one has sharper cheekbones, a pointier chin. My right front tooth is crooked enough for a dentist to lecture me. Not that it would matter. It'll all be different next year. I try out expressions. Anger, joy, grief. None of them look quite right. This face seems harsher, almost unfriendly. I tug at my eyelids, stretch my lips. Everything feels too tight or too loose. I'll have to relearn my makeup placement again. In the middle of my assessment, my phone vibrates. Mom, video calling right on schedule at 3:45, eager to inspect her freshly rearranged daughter. Hi, sweetheart, she chirps. Ooh, this one is chic. Hey, Mom. I will never understand her nocturnal enthusiasm. Everything go okay? No weird mishaps? No, Mom. No mishaps. Ever since the year my leg twisted the wrong direction, she always asks. Wonderful. She smiles too close to the camera, wrinkles magnified. Dad snores somewhere behind her. I'm proud of you. Easy for her to say. She's kept the same face for decades. You look familiar, she says suddenly. Have you had this face before? That's a first. I've never once repeated a face. If I could, I would have picked a favorite long ago. Pretty sure it's new, I tell her. She squints harder. Strange. I swear I've seen you somewhere. Mom, I'm your daughter, I sigh. You've seen me plenty. I'm already overwhelmed. I don't need an interrogation. Look, I'm exhausted and I work tomorrow. Can we talk later? Of course, honey. I'm just glad to see your face. Funny. I love you. Love you too. She signs off, and I'm left under harsh bathroom lights, staring at the stranger I'll inhabit for the next 12 months. Judgy eyes, sour mouth. I turn off the lights and crawl into bed, peeling off the plastic. My feet stick out of the too short sheets. Transformation always drains me, and I'm out in seconds. 3 hours later, my alarm drags me into miserable consciousness. I curse myself for not calling in sick. I unlock my phone the old-fashioned way. No facial recognition for someone who changes annually. And take a moment to breathe. New body, new face, same crappy job. None of my clothes fit. Pants too short, shirt too wide. I eat a huge breakfast to calm my ravenous post-shift hunger. Outside, my longer legs carry me to the car faster than usual. A few neighbors stare. They're used to seeing a different woman leave my apartment every year, so minor gawking is expected. One girl actually gasps and pales. Huh. A bit dramatic, but before I can explain, her friends drag her away. My beat-up car feels wrong for this new sharp-edged face. I cram myself in, push the seat back, and catch my reflection in the mirror. Different eye color, same dark under-eye circles. Those never change. The commute is its usual torture. 27 minutes of honking, traffic, and awful radio. A jerk in a green Volvo blocks me from merging. Asshole! I yell louder than the horn, middle finger raised. He speeds off in a puff of exhaust. Killed in a drunk driving accident at 3:15. The radio announcer drones. I switch stations. Now it's washed-out rock from the 70s. At least I get to pass the Volvo stuck behind a slow sedan. Work is a disaster today. Being a low-tier assistant at a PR firm is already its own purgatory, but everyone looks frantic. A woman limps by with a broken heel, the intern sweats bullets into his headset, and the office TV, normally muted per Lucy's strict rules, is blasting grim news reports. Even the anchorwoman's wig looks exhausted. She's covering the death of a celebrity with a theatrical pout. My headache flares. Definitely should have stayed home. Holly sits in the eye of the storm, blowing blue raspberry bubbles and scrolling on her phone. Morning, I say. What's happening? No idea, she replies, unconcerned. Did someone already go for coffee? That's your job, she reminds me. Extra whipped caramel frap. They were out of caramel yesterday. What? Ugh. She looks up, finally noticing my new face. Whoa. You look different. My birthday was yesterday, Holly.
She squints. You look familiar somehow. That's the third time today, I mutter. She snaps her fingers. You look like my cousin Hannah. Is that a compliment? Could be worse. She shrugs. Oh, and Lucy wants you in her office before coffee. Perfect. My headache sharpens. Lucy rarely deals with assistants. This can't be good. As I approach her office, Kirsten bursts out crying. Bad sign. Come in, Lucy calls brightly. Her office is spotless, serene, full of quiet keyboards and fake waterfall sounds. I brace for firing. But when she turns, sees me, and immediately breaks into tears, I'm stunned. Thank God you're alive. She hugs me tightly. I awkwardly pat her back. What? I was terrified. Lucy, it's my birthday. This happens every year. She hesitates. Your birthday? Her expression shifts. The crying stops instantly. She steps back, horror spreading across her face. What? I ask. It's me. She doesn't answer. She races to her desk, typing furiously, then waves me over. A fresh news article fills the screen, a photo of a violent crash plastered across the top. Young starlet killed in accident, the headline says. Supermodel Megan Rogers died in a head-on collision with a drunk driver at 3:15 a.m. Megan Rogers, one of our agency's rising star clients. I'd never seen her in person, but I knew the name. Explain, Lucy says. I don't understand. You will. She scrolls. And then I see the photo of the deceased. The nose. The eyes. The slight twist of the lip. The crooked incisor. The subtle details, nostrils, brow shape, shoulder angle. It's my face. Or rather, the face I woke up with this morning. The face of a dead woman. Lucy speaks, but her voice is distant. I know about your condition, but surely you see why I'm concerned. My thoughts spiral. All my life, I believed these were new faces, blank slates without history. Now, as Megan Rogers stares back at me from the headline, only one question fills my mind, chilling and relentless. Have I been wearing the faces of the dead?